What's up guys, it's Ark here back with another Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be looking at a new Mega Knight minor control deck that I used to get 12 wins in a grand challenge. So the deck is this one right here. It features the Mega Knight as like a really strong defensive unit that you can use to counter push. It can be used to stop things like hogs, Brit spam. Basically, any ground push can be stopped using the Mega Knight. And then you have the Inferno Dragon for not only enemy Mega Knights, but also Pekkas, which are really common in this current meta because Pekka is the best counter to Mega Knight, and also Lava Hounds. So the bats and air units. Oh, whoops, my phone shut off. And we also have the miner to get some constant chip damage because that's how you win with miner control, usually getting defending and then getting chip damage with miner, and occasionally you can get the old counter push with the Mega Knight. So let's open up the chest right here and then we'll hop into some replays. So you get 22k gold, furnace, 4 goblin huts, musketeers, knights, minions, mega minion, barbarian huts, 22 of them, not bad. Bomb tower, goblins, battle rams, cannon cards. Okay, I guess I'll take it. No legendary in this one, so a bit unfortunate, but let's see what common we get. Ah, bomber, that stinks. So pretty bad chest, but whatever, no big deal. Moving on to the replays, we had some pretty good ones, like this one against a Lava Hound deck. So I'm going to start off with showing you a replay against Zapbait, and let's hop into this one right here. So with Zapbait, Mega Knight can really win you the game, to be honest. If you can just get one big push with your Mega Knight, maybe support it with an Electrovis, you can win the game quite easily because the Mega Knight along with Zap will just destroy that Inferno tower, and once Mega Knight gets on the tower, your opponent is in for a good time. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. So here we get some chip damage with our miner, we poison his princess, and then we drop our Electro Wizard to clean up his knight, and we use our goblins to defend his goblin barrel. Luckily the Electro Wizard splashes onto the, uses one of his bolts to hit the one goblin, so that works out for us, and he catches our miner with his goblin gang, so that's well played by him. And we are slightly behind in elixir, so we're just gonna chill right here, wait for our opponent to do something. Now my opponent makes a pretty good play right here. He catches our bats with his ice spirit, so well played by him. We're forced to drop our Inferno Dragon, which he uses his Inferno Tower to defend, which is a bit questionable. If I were him, I would have used my Knight, because now that his Inferno's down, I can just make a big push with my Mega Knight for the win. FTW 420. Yeah, whatever. So we're gonna drop our Mega Knight in the back. He drops down with the splash just like the Electro Wizard, which can be pretty useful while defending because it knocks back medium units like Hog Rider, Valkyrie, and all that good stuff. So definitely a solid defensive card. And he drops his Knight. We're gonna support it with an Electro Wizard, and we're gonna miner up so that the miner can do some damage while the Mega Knight is tanking. We're gonna zap all of that riffraff, and the Mega Knight will go and catch the princess. No, it won't. It'll be stopped by the Knight. However, my miner is still chipping away scot-free onto his tower. The Mega Knight will be able to clean up the princess before it dies, so definitely really clutch. And the Electro Wizard along with goblins are able to take his tower. And at this point, I just gotta defend, which I can pretty easily do. So if you want to stop his goblin barrel, the Mega Knight takes out 2 goblins, which is pretty good for us here. So if you basically drop your Mega Knight right in front of the tower, it will completely take out 2 of the 3 goblins. It is a 7 for 4 trade, so not the best, but in situations like these where there's just like less than 45 seconds left and all you gotta do is defend, it can be a smart move because they will have to address the Mega Knight, otherwise it will just take their king tower. So here I just zapped his goblin gang and made sure that I was able to kill his princess. He rocketed here, but as you can see, my Mega Knight was able to take out all 3 of his goblins, and that should be GGWP against Bruce Alex from España Soldiers. Okay, next up, Next up, let's check out this game against Pekka, a Pekka control deck, which is also quite popular. Now, the Mega Knight's biggest enemy is the Pekka, so definitely this is a good replay to check out and see how we're able to deal with him. So let's fast forward until we hit 10 elixir. Both of us don't really want to make a play. I just play my goblins. He addresses them with his electro wizard, and I use my bats to counter his electro wizard. But I really don't want to do anything until he makes a play first, because imagine if I dropped my Mega Knight in the back, he would have just been able to drop his Pekka and then make a big counter push from the back, and I would have been in quite a bit of trouble. So he makes the big mistake in 3, 2, 1. Yep. So he drops his Pekka in the back. He doesn't know that I have Mega Knight. So I just drop my Mega Knight at the bridge and use my miner to get the tower. I zap his bats, and once the Mega Knight gets on the tower, there's not a lot you can do to stop him. He's just gonna go ham. And meanwhile, I'm gonna defend his Pekka with my Inferno Dragon quite easily. And now I'm pretty positive that he had a zap, so I'll instinctively drop my goblins to make sure the Pekka doesn't land a single hit onto my tower. And look how much damage we did on the right. We did over 2k, 1900. We did roughly 1900 damage. I think a little less than that, but still a pretty good trade for us. He only did about 600, and now we can just defend and get some cycle some miners to get the victory here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play my bats in the back, drop my miner. He doesn't choose to defend the bats and basically gives up his tower, which is completely fine by me. And now he's gonna drop his Pekka in the back, I assume. Yep. So I'm gonna drop my Mega Knight to defend the Pekka. So at this point, I just need to use my Mega Knight basically as a meat shield, while my Inferno Dragon cleans up the Pekka. I'm going to use my poison to take care of the Electro Wizard so that it doesn't stop my Inferno Dragon or anything. So my Inferno Dragon does work onto his Pekka. And at this point, there's not a lot he can do. There's nothing he has to defend the Mega Knight. And I'm just going to take the win here. Maybe he DC'd, but I'm pretty sure he just didn't know, realized that there was nothing he could do at this point. So I'm going to throw out the GG and take the dub here. So pretty good, pretty good. And for the final replay, I'm going to show you guys a match against Lava Loon, which is gaining a lot of popularity in this meta with all the Pekkas running around. Pekkas and Mega Knights. Excuse me. Because they cannot target air, so Lava Hound definitely is a viable option, especially with Inferno Dragon. So let's check out how we're able to pull the victory here against KK19212 from White Walls. Which White Walls I think is a pretty good Japanese or South Korean clan. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out. I'm pretty sure it's Japanese though. I guess we'll have a look. So right here, again, not a great play we can make. I'm just gonna place my bats in the back, but unfortunately they will be taken out by the tower. And then I'm gonna follow up with an Inferno Dragon of my own. Now here, I think, yeah, I'm gonna pressure the right lane with my bats and, not my bats, my miner and goblins. And this is because I don't really want him to make a big push as Lava Loon decks want to, with like minions, balloon and whatnot. So I'm gonna pressure the opposite lane so that not only do I get some damage, but I also deny his push. And here I'm forced to zap his Skarmy because I don't want them to get a lot of damage on my tower. I probably could have ignored them, but better safe than sorry, right? Sometimes games do come right down to the wire, and that's where these small hit points matter. So here he tries to take me out with his balloon mega Inferno Dragon push, but we are able to stop that quite effectively with our bats and Inferno Dragon, especially because he missed a zap on the bats. So I think a couple of them survived, if I am not wrong. So here, I know that his Inferno Dragon is down, so I'm going to place my Mega Knight in the back. Now, Tombstone is actually quite good against the Mega Knight, which is quite weird since Mega Knight does splash damage. And that's because the Tombstone keeps forcing it to jump around until it actually hits the Tombstone. And that buys your opponent a lot of time to place maybe aerial troops or something that can target the Mega Knight while it's being distracted. So unfortunately our Mega Knight does not hit connect to the tower here, but that's fine, no big deal. Now his Inferno Dragon is out of cycle, so we're just gonna play our Mega Knight again right at the bridge. Mainly because he also just played his Lava Hound, so he doesn't have a lot to take our Mega Knight out. He does Fireball or Electro Wizard, but again that doesn't kill it out. I'm gonna zap the minions here, even though one of them survived. That's fine because the Mega Knight does connect with the tower, and I'm able to take out his Lava Hound with my Inferno Dragon, Bats, and Electro Wizard right now. And he isn't able to get a single balloon shot on my tower, which is just great. His baby dragon will be stopped by my Inferno. His Inferno Dragon will be stopped by my Electro Wizard. Jeez, I can't talk today. And I'm just gonna finish the game with my miner and take the victory here. There's no way that single balloon is connecting. And I'll give him a little thumbs up, and that's GGWP. And I think this guy was a decent player too. Yep. So, oh, he changed clans, but yeah, he has a bit of cards. Pretty good player. So yeah, that's it with the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.